Life is full of learning experiences, especially on the job. Workers and learners learn from training, peers, conferences, and even e-learning courses. With such a wide range of learning opportunities, organizations find it increasingly difficult to manage the learning of all their employees across many departments, facilities, and even countries. Historically, human resource professionals would use data from Scorm, stored in a learning management system, or LMS, to determine if employees have attended training, how they scored on assessments, and sometimes the location of the training. Although it may seem like these are comprehensive records of training, there is a better way to aggregate information on the workforce beyond training attendance and scores. With xAPI, organizations can track traditional training like Scorm, along with new capabilities that are not supported with Scorm, including taking e-learning outside of the web browser, e-learning in native mobile applications, platform transition, for instance, completing half of a training on a mobile device and the remainder on a computer, tracking games and simulation, tracking real-world performance, group-based e-learning, tracking learning plans and goals. xAPI stands for Experience Application Program Interface. As defined by the Association for Talent Development, xAPI is a simple, lightweight way to store and retrieve records about learners, with the added ability to share data across platforms. APIs pull data from sources or allow websites to talk to each other. Think of the many apps on Facebook. This is an example of Facebook allowing an API to communicate with a website to create a game that can be shared on its platform. The X in xAPI can help organizations provide the experience data of learning experiences, like what platform learners utilize, such as smartphone, laptop, or some other device. Meet Judy Cardigan. She is a new professor at Concordia. Concordia is very interested in her progression as a professor, so they send Judy several learning modules aimed at progressing her career. Let's take a look at Judy's learning journey at Concordia through xAPI. Concordia has a 10-year track learning program for professors. Here's a sampling of what xAPI versus Scorm looks like with Judy's learning progress as it is tracked in the Concordia Learning Management System and Learning Record Source. xAPI's experience statement would reveal that Judy attended a grant writing workshop, submitted a grant proposal to the department chair, presented and attended a conference based on research findings. Judy received funding for her grant proposal. With xAPI, learning and development teams will have much better data to support more advanced analytics, looking both more deeply at the learning experience as well as the connection between learning and performance. xAPI captures big data on human performance and tracks learning progression to benchmark business goals and performance goals. xAPI can be used to enhance a multitude of performance assessment situations from LMSs to emergency medical services and university professionals like Judy. With time, Concordia can see if the grant writing workshop, along with presenting findings at a conference, contributes to an increased chance in funding. Data is more than just numbers. Data can tell a story about your learners. xAPI is sometimes called the Next Generation Scorm. But where Scorm works primarily with learning management systems, xAPI supports more diverse platforms in deeper ways to answer more questions and meet the growing needs of the future.